This is Colin again with how to add audio to your slideshow. So last time I showed you guys just how to make a video, and maybe that's not what you want to do. Maybe you want something more where like they click through the slideshow and it kind of narrates as you click through. This is definitely a more complicated thing to do and has a lot more steps. So if you're not very tech savvy, I would recommend going with the first option where you just make the video. But if you're feeling ambitious, here's how you would do it with a couple extra steps to kind of input it into your video. And I'll show you guys, this is a slideshow, again, about properties that matter. And I did a little quick narration over density just to give you an example. All right, so when I hit present, and I'll start on the previous slide, so I go present. And then as they click through, when they click through,
density is a really important concept in science because density always stays the same. The density of a type of matter will never change because even if you increase.
Now that automatically played from the video. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually make a quick little voiceover for my next slide, which is on the melting and boiling point. So in order to do that, I'm going to open up GarageBand. So it's down here. If you don't see it on yours, on your toolbox down at the bottom, just Command space, type in GarageBand, open it up. You're going to select File, New, Empty Project, make a new project. Audio, so we're going to select Record using a microphone, select the audio option. All right, and we're going to create. Okay. Now right here, we want to get rid of this because this is going to put a beat over it and it's going to have like the metronome. So you want to click on these two things in order to get rid of those. We don't need a beat or a metronome. Okay. And then when we're ready to record whatever you want to record for that slide, you're going to hit this little red button. So ours is about the melting point and boiling point. All right. Melting point and boiling point are two other physical properties of matter. Melting point is where a solid turns into a liquid, and boiling point is where a liquid turns into a gas. All right. These processes can also be reversed. Okay, I'm done my recording. I stop it. You probably want to go back, play it again, just to make sure that it sounds the way you want. I'm not going to replay it because you guys probably don't need to hear that again. Then I'm going to share it. So I hit share, export song to disk. And this part's really important. Right here, you have to select MP3. And the reason for that is because Google Slides won't recognize something other than MP3. All right, so I'm going to title this Melting and Boiling Point Slide. In order to get this narration where you're doing like a separate narration for each slide, I would definitely recommend you're careful with how it is that you organize these and how you title them. Because if you just give them all a generic title, you're going to get totally lost. So be specific about what the narration for each slide means. So I'm going to hit export. And that should now be right there on my desktop. Then I'm going to go into my slideshow. Go to the slide that I want to be on. I'm going to select Insert. Oh, sorry. Before I do that, actually, I have to upload it to my Google Drive. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive, New, File, Upload, Melting and Boiling Point Slide. I select it, upload it. And you may want to make a bunch of MP3s all at once and then upload them all at one time. It's probably going to be your most efficient way to go about doing this, but that's really up to you. Then once I've done that, then I'm going to hit Insert, Audio, all right, My Drive, select Melting and Boiling Point. And you can see I have the density one that I did earlier. Select that. All right. Now you want to click on it, and you're probably going to want it to start playing automatically. All right. So now if I go and I present from here.
Melting point and boiling point are two other physical properties of matter. Melting point is where
you can hear that it'll automatically start playing the audio. Couple of issues or potential issues that I foresee with this method is the kids actually have to be in presentation mode. If they're just kind of clicking through the slide like this, right, it's not going to play for them. They'd have to actually click on it. So it's important, if you're going to do it this way, that you make sure that the kids are in presentation mode. The benefit of the other way that I showed you guys with making just a full-on video is that it's a video, it's going to play no matter what. But the benefit of this one is like they can just get the narration for the individual slide. They don't have to go looking around the video. So it's really up to you. This one's definitely a little bit more complex, I think, and going to be a little bit more time consuming. But if you think that's something that is worthwhile, go for it. And let me know if you have any questions. Send me an email.